Welcome to Life Without Limits Worldwide. My name is Mario, aka Mr. Stepdaddy. Today, again, I'm going all the way in on being your stepdaddy. You probably ain't gonna listen, but you know, it is what it is. Can't say I didn't try. I want to talk to y'all about healing. Before you go to these other countries, heal as much as you can first. You have to be okay being alone. When you're not okay being alone, you're gonna make mistakes. And mistakes that can cost you your life. You'll make mistakes that'll hurt you financially. You can make mistakes or will make mistakes that would change your outlook on life. You have to heal first. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're going. If you don't heal before entering a relationship, you could be making a big mistake. Because when you are not healed, you're going to overlook red flags. You're going to accept things that you shouldn't accept. You will just end up being more unhappy. You will attract more unhappiness when you don't heal. Even when you let's say you look up and you find the perfect relationship, you'll always be on edge and have doubts about that relationship. You'll constantly be on edge. Why? Because you haven't healed. You don't even trust yourself. So how can you trust somebody else? You don't even love yourself. So how can you love somebody else? You can stay in your home country. You can move anywhere in the world. But if you do not heal, if you are not okay being single and being by yourself, it's a mistake. Like I said in my past video, I challenge you to be single for 1 year. Like intentionally be single for 1 year. Can you do it? Do you accept my challenge? I mean, no attempting to date, none of that. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, if things happen, but no trying to date. I challenge you for 1 year to focus solely on your finances. You'll be surprised at how much that alone will change your life. For 5 years, I've focused only and solely on my finances, and I'm in a whole totally different plateau than what I was before I started. Where your focus goes is very important. All that stuff with the, relationships, all that stuff gonna come. That's gonna come. Focus on you first. You are the most important thing in your life. Not no relationship, not a wife, hell, not even your kids. You. If you don't take care of you, the whole ship goes down. So be mindful where your focus is. Your focus should be on your happiness. Your focus should be on your money. Your focus should be on your house, where you live. And to my late bloomers, let me tell you something. Don't be bitter. Don't even allow yourself to get frustrated. Just understand that you have an advantage. You see things most people don't see. You feel things that most people don't feel. You're ahead of the curve. And that you being so far ahead of the curve, it makes you an outcast. Focus on yourself. You can't fill anybody else from an empty cup. So focus on yourself and slow down. I'm talking to my people that are looking to move to different countries. Slow down. I know it's exciting. It's new. It's fresh. You are seeing and feeling things that you had long forgotten about. And now that it's fresh, it's like you want to hit the ground running. Slow down. Take it from me. Slow down. That's why when on my last trip, what happened to me, I'm not blaming them. I blame myself, man. I let my guard down. I was too free. I was, I didn't do what I needed to do. I wasn't looking out for me. I was a little bit too trusting, and it ain't their fault. They doing what they supposed to do. In my opinion, especially when it comes to romance scams, If you haven't healed yourself, you are the main target in a romance scam. And I'm gonna give you an example. I come off as a very easygoing guy. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. I probably come off as a type of person that would be too nice. Probably come off as a person that appears to not have any boundaries. But see, my boundaries are quiet, and it catches people by surprise when I enforce them. But nevertheless, they thought I didn't have any boundaries, and I guess that came off as desperate. And they tried me, and once they realized how I had quiet boundaries, man, they left me alone. They, that the thing is, man, when you are cool by yourself, man, all that stuff, you'll repel it. When you become cool, good by yourself, when you're happy, single, and you're not going to accept anything less than what you deserve, all that other stuff will repel itself. And that's the whole point of me saying that. You have to be good by yourself. And all this, all these people talking about they got scammed. No, you wasn't on your job. They was on their job. You wasn't. Yeah, Mr. Stepdaddy preaching today. I know I've been kind of all over the place, but really it all boils down to be good by yourself. If you decide to move to a different country, stay single for at least 1 year. Don't look for no relationship. Slow down. Get your finances in order first. Get settled first. Find your favorite grocery store. Find your favorite tricycle driver. I know that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for my favorite driver. I'm gonna make friends with my favorite driver. And I'm gonna make sure that, anytime I want to go anywhere, I'm gonna have his number. Hey, let's do this. And, maybe even, hang out outside of, transportation and all that. I know that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have my favorite grocery store, my favorite convenience store, I'm gonna find all my favorites. That's what I'm focused on, because I want to have a happy life everywhere I go. I want somebody there that I know, and I can, have a conversation with, wave to, and smile at, have a brief conversation. That's my first focus. When it comes to relationships, it's going to happen when it happens, but it's going to happen slowly. I'm going to find my favorite restaurant, my favorite area to go hiking, my favorite area to go walking, my favorite gym. I'm probably going to have gyms in multiple cities because I will be moving around a lot, especially in the beginning. But get all your favorites first. Build the foundation of the life that you're going to have there. And that may require you to move around a little bit. So don't even be slow on making any rash commitments, any big commitments. Like, I already know, me personally, I'm speaking on me. I already know that for me, it's between Iloilo, Cebu City, or Manila. And when I say Manila, I mean Makati, and there's a few surrounding areas around there. But when I think about the whole grand scheme of things, the only reason Manila's even on my list is because of the internet, the type of work I'm going to be doing online. If it wasn't for that, Manila wouldn't even be on my list. But Cebu City and Iloilo, that's probably, I'm leaning more towards Iloilo. That's where I want to be. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't want to be in the province, although I do want to go to the province and, meet people there. And I also want to help people there. So, the province isn't going to be off my radar completely, but it's not where I'm going to live. I need to be where there's stable internet. Like I said before, be sure if you're going to leave the country, move to a different country, be sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Even slow down on pulling the trigger on moving. Why? Why are you moving? What is your goal? If your goal is to solely look for a wife, You're thinking about it all wrong, because if you move to a different country solely for a wife, you're going to end up being unhappy. You're going to eventually feel like something's missing in your life, and you're going to take it out on her. And it's not her fault. It was your decision to move there. Man, a lot of stuff that's going on right now, it's because we moving too fast. Slow down. Slow down. If you are a digital nomad, where you're going to live? Are you making sure that you're in an area that has good internet? Are you in an area that doesn't have blackouts or brownouts? Are you in an area that have generators? If not, then don't get mad at the Philippines. You made those choices to be in those areas. That's why I don't understand why people complain about the infrastructure. You choosing the areas where it's not sufficient for you. And if you can't afford to be in the areas that's sufficient for you, then you don't have enough money. You shouldn't be there. You don't have the money yet. Go back home, save some more money so that you can afford it, because it's not that much. I think a lot of us, we want to go to these countries and we want a whole lot for nothing. We don't want to give anything or pay anything. We want it for free, or we want it at a heavily discounted rate. When you move to a country like the Philippines, and I'm just using the Philippines as an example because the same is true for Thailand, Vietnam. When you move to those countries, your dollar's going to go farther. But that doesn't mean that you go, if you want the best of the best of that country has to offer, if you can't afford that, you have no business moving. Because it's still, even their best is still less than what it would cost here. And I mean a whole lot less. Like right now, I'm looking at a condo that's in a building with the correct internet and everything like that. It's in a decent area. It's in a good area. Better than decent. It's in a good area. It's on the top floor. I mean, it's laid out. The condo is laid out. And it's like $400 a month. $400 for a month, man. What's that, like 30,000? Yeah, it's about 30,000 pesos a month. If you can't afford that, I don't feel like you have any business leaving. You're not ready yet. If you are a digital nomad, if you're not retired and you can't afford that, then you have no business. That's Mr. Stepdaddy talking to you. You also should be focused on your financial runway. How much runway do you have? Like, your runway is money that you really want to have that money invested, but you want to have income, right? So let's say you are a digital nomad. Your contract ends and you're having trouble finding another remote job. Let's say it takes you 2 or 3 months. Your runway is what protects you during that time frame in between jobs. How much of a runway do you have? When you have those savings, what are you doing with those savings? If you're not investing it, you slipping, you tripping. You got to make sure you have a runway. And when you have that runway, you have to have a number in your mind. Okay, if I get down to a certain number, I need to go back home. And when you go back home, build that runway up. Build that runway back up, and then you can go back. And in my opinion, your runway needs to be at least a year. Have enough for a year. Like in the Philippines, they say you need $1,500 a month to be comfortable in the Philippines. That's $18,000. If you don't have at least $18,000 in the bank, you have no business being a digital nomad. You have no business. Go home and get that first. Get more than that. So that way, if something happens, you are prepared for it. And if you need to go home, there's no shame in going back home. Go home and get a job, get a real job. I guess a remote job is a real job, but you know what I mean. Whatever profession you were in, get back into it. Make that money. Live as simply as possible so that you can save as much as you can. Those are the type of things you have to think about. You have to have an exit strategy. But see, the problem is too many of us are going over there looking for a woman when we're not even ready for that woman. And then we take it out on her because we're not ready. We're taking it out on her because we made the wrong decisions. We got to stop that, man. Slow down. Everything will come to you when it's supposed to. But I'm gonna let y'all go for right now. I probably held you for too long already, but I'm not done with you. Don't make me take my belt off. But as always, peace and love.